Right now in the top 5 countdown, I am one-on-one with George Clooney and LL Cool J. George teaming up with Matt Damon for the 4th time on screen, but was the real drama between them off screen? I got George to fess up. You know, Damon is going around telling everybody how while you were filming,
I took in his clothes.
You were taking in his clothes to make him feel like he was getting fat.
Yeah.
First of all, is that true?
That is true.
Don't call it a comeback. It's a three-peat at the Grammys for LL Cool J. I am on location with the rapper and actor from the set of his hit show NCIS Los Angeles. SBT starts right now. Hello and thank you for watching. I'm AJ Hammer. We are kicking off our top 5 countdown of today's must-see, must-share stories with my must-see headline-making interview with George Clooney. And let's just say, it's good to be George. His smash hit movie with Sandra Bullock, Gravity, is nominated for 10 Oscars. And I have to tell you that George surprised me when he revealed why he's not going to the Oscars this year. I met up with him in Hollywood to talk all about his next big movie that's about to come out. It's called The Monuments Men. It opens up on February 7th. Now, Clooney is starring in this film along with Oscar nominee Cate Blanchett and Matt Damon. It's a gripping story about soldiers trying to rescue stolen art masterpieces from Nazi thieves during World War II. So I wondered, what if he was rescuing art masterpieces now? What would they be? If you were fighting to preserve modern culture,
sure,
what the heck would that mean? What would you be saving? Bieber albums? Madonna selfies? I don't know.
Yes, I'd save the Madonna selfies. You know, I suppose what it's still the same things because they're still the same pieces of art. But it's really, again, it's sort of like, you know, you'd save the Declaration of Independence as a you know, you'd save great books. You'd say there's a lot of pieces of culture that aren't just paintings or sculptures or monuments of any kind, but they're all these pieces of this fabric that are our culture and identify us and tell us how we got to the place we are right now.
And how great to involve your dad in this film.
That was fun.
You know, I think it will come as a surprise to a lot of people without giving anything away.
Yeah.
And by the way, I got a text from your dad the other day. Actually, that's a lie, but...
Yes, because he doesn't text.
Yeah. I understand that you had a little fun with him.
Oh, yeah.
When it came time for his scene. What did you do? Why torture Dad, George? Come on.
It wasn't when it came... we shot the scene. My father plays me as an old man toward the end of the film, and you know, there's a moment where he's walking in the church, walking away towards this beautiful light, and it all goes to black, and the first thing that comes up... I screened this for my dad in Italy. It was a rough cut of the film, and it's just first thing that comes up is "In loving memory of Nick Clooney." And he's like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "You know, it's a long time until the film comes out. You don't know." And
is there any chance you filmed his reaction?
No. He is truly one of the funniest men I know, and it was really fun to do.
Yeah, so has he exacted his revenge on you
No.
yet? Is that coming?
It will come.
You looking over your shoulder?
Always. He's always looking for something rotten to do, which is the fun.
And of course, you know, Damon is going around telling everybody how while you were filming...
I took in his clothes.
You were taking in his clothes to make him feel like he was getting fat.
Yeah.
First of all, is that true?
That is true.
He took my pants in. I made the mistake of telling him I was going to... I'll lose a couple pounds on this movie, which I didn't, I don't think. But I really didn't think so because he was taking my pants in 1/8 of an inch every 3 days.
Okay.
I wasn't physically doing the stitching myself.
Of course not. You have people for that.
I have people.
Yes.
I have people to help me be rotten, and
Nice.
and they helped. But yes, I did do it. But you know, I was really busy. That was really the only prank I did on the whole movie. So I mean, I think
It was a one prank movie.
Yeah, I think I was behaving rather genteel.
How magnanimous of you.
Yeah.
Has he exacted his revenge on you yet?
No. I'm sure I'll find it.
You're looking
somewhere.
over your shoulder.
Always.
Have you exacted your revenge yet on Tina Fey for the funny joke at your expense at the Golden Globes?
Oh, I'm gonna.
I figured.
No, it's a good one. I like the joke. I didn't see it live, but by the time I was hanging on a wire up in Vancouver shooting, and by the time I got down off the wire, the whole crew was laughing. And I was like, something just happened.
Yeah.
And then they showed me, and I was like, oh, it's good. And now now they've poked the bear.
Do you want? and
don't
the
poke
rule
the
is
bear.
don't poke the bear.
And if Poehler thinks she's safe, it's collateral damage. Man,
they wrote that together.
She was standing right next to her.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you want to hash it out a little bit? Do you know what your plans
No,
can be?
I've been working on it.
We'll know about
I've had a couple of days. Now.
Okay, I figure. Are we going to see it at the Oscars?
No, I'm going to be in Spain shooting, so I'm working.
We'll miss you.
I will miss you.
What was the first? Well, thank you. What was the first year you went? Do you remember?
The first year, I've only gone when I've been nominated, so
Right.
I went. It was the 2005, 2006.
Yeah, and by the way, I figured out that you kind of screwed things up last year because if you look back since 2006, you've been nominated and have won in certain circumstances every other year.
Oh,
But last year was an odd year.
yes.
And you won with Argo, of course,
Right.
and that kind of screwed things up for this year.
I screwed up my whole thing. Okay, well then I'll stay home
Now you know
for
the
a couple of
reason.
year, 3 years now.
Always good to hang with George. And did you know about this? The charity auction for a date night with George. It has just passed the $500,000 mark. Wow, it's all for charity. They just actually added a bonus, a head-to-toe pampering makeover for the package. The night's going to get you backstage with George when he visits David Letterman, and it will have you walking the red carpet at the Monuments Men premiere here in New York City on February 3rd. So go to omaze.com. That's OMAZE.com if you have more than $500,000 to offer. Do it by January 30th to enter, and if you don't win, you should still check out the Monuments Men when it opens in theaters on February 7th.